working for free on your terms versus getting paid dick to pay your dues on not terms, it's not even close.
Macro, I'm from mom and castle. Got it like ground like gravel. Coming back around like lasso. Macro, like a vision board, I see with clarity. I hustle like my name is Garyvee.
Sabas, I've been telling you.
Accounts was talking about equity. I'm Triple H giving the pedigree. The meaning I'm special, my specialty. I put in the work till I'm dirt in the earth. I'm moving furniture to Beverly.
Morning, guys. Morning. It's a cool piece of, it's a good tweet. Morning. Morning.
I'm super happy for her. I love it.
What is she doing? That's what's running through my mind. But let's try to figure that out over the next 30, 60, 75 days. But here's what I would say to just triple reinforce so we're getting it through the system. Steve, jump in when I'm done, if you want to add anything to this. I'm very, very excited that I think pushing through the system, we get a brief and we go to our version of the 30-second spot, which is a Facebook commercial and an influencer marketing campaign, both, by the way, for that. That to me feels as right as anything we've done since it's $20,000 a month, $240, you get Twitter pictures, you get Facebook comment. Like, it's the most scalable, winnable. It feels very right to me, and I want to continue to push the organization in that way. Okay, thanks guys. Awesome.
This isn't my choice, yet I still hold the pressure. Been hearing her voice and that vision I got back. She just don't
what I mean by that is I love trying new things, and I will give my attention to it 100%, like right in the moment, and I will kind of dissect it how I will, put my brain power into it, and then I kind of move on to the next thing because it's like, okay, something new, squirrel almost in a sense.
Are you able to so I think I'm like that,
yeah.
But what I think has made me successful is I've always had one big pillar. It's kind of like eating a burger, yeah, but always having different complements to it.
Right.
I think a lot of people just eat the potato or the pickle or the onion or the mayonnaise and mayo or the ketchup or the jalapeno, but they never eat the burger.
Right.
Like I have the burger, Wine Library,
yep,
VaynerMedia,
yep, my
my personal brand. Hey everybody, this is Vaynerchuk, and this is episode 241 of the Ask Garyvee show. Investing, those are my burgers, but I do a million things. I mean, do you know how many people think this, I mean, he's covering me for this. This is insane. I have no time.
Yeah, exactly.
For me to be spending 49 minutes on this is so fucking crazy. It makes zero sense, but it sits in the Garyvee brand pillar. I believe in it, but it is me being ADD'd out.
Yeah.
What I think you need to figure out is you've got to create at least one burger. I've got 4, right? You need to have 1. If you feel you don't. I don't know yet, but that's the analogy.
Yeah, so I would say I don't necessarily have a burger.
Right. Because what the burger does is allows you to create the wealth creation or the financial stability that allows you to go flirt. What I don't think people realize is by documenting and communicating on a daily basis, as you build an audience that is just interested in people, reality TV at scale, it opens up business development opportunities. You never know when you're gonna write something or say something in a video 6 years from now that unlocks the leader that wants to see you. I had one of the great stars of the last 20 years team in here a couple hours ago. They came to me off of the documenting and creating. And people think I'm pulling it off. I'm not pulling it off. Like, I'm leaving millions of dollars on the table each year by being me. Now, I'm getting some too, but it's a real, like, unless you work for yourself and you're playing the longest game of all time, it's not recommended.
But even that approach though, the long game, like once
I turn that on in my mind,
Changes
change
everything.
Everything changes. But with Diddy,
yes,
director, doing the social media stuff, using a lot of your strategies to help uplift them, and he's trying to go reach a new audience.
Yeah, it's time for him. And this is as much for you as everybody's watching, because I think this is a new thought I have. I think there's a lot of D-Rocks. Like, I think a lot of people see D-Rock and they know I pay him, and they're like, well shit, I can't do that. I have to do this. I actually don't think that's true. I actually think there are thousands of people that are watching this right now, and even if you didn't have the serendipity and luck of being here and now naturally come to you in the comments of DailyVee, you're gonna get this. I think that there's just like, if I were you, and more importantly the 10,000 people watching right now, for this advice, they should go to YouTube, they should spend a month, find 437 people making video content who have very few subscriptions. D-Rock could have been had. Somebody could have emailed him and said, I believe in your talent, come and be my partner. Come and document me. I'm gonna be like that. Believe in me. I think you can sell people on that. I would believe you, let alone 500 people who just wanna be artists and who just wanna do it and who wanna be nomads too. So that's another thing to think about, man. If you can't afford it, I just genuinely, you have to understand, it's a supply and demand game. When people get mad about working for free, they don't understand it's all supply and demand. Like, no hardcore amazing computer developer works for free anymore because there's demand. When there are unlimited kids filming, and of course, listen, if you're Steven Spielberg, go. But like, before you're that, where do you think, it's so funny, working for free on your terms versus getting paid dick to pay your dues on not terms, it's not even close. No, you mean this? When D-Rock does Casey?
Love.
It's fun, right?
Good luck. Nice
How
to
are
meet
you?
you. Very
Real
good.
pleasure.
Very
Sit.
Thank you very much. Do branding, marketing,
course.
social media services, all that stuff. So it's getting really hard to maintain both and balance both of them. But so I'm.
Mr. Good Life.
Yeah, Mr. Good Life is my main page. It's my public figure, 1.4 million verified luxury page. It's the 4th biggest luxury page in the world. So that's where I do most of my money. So we're in the luxury world, so I work with
Yeah, listen, I think you're in a great place, right? Instagram is what I care about right now. You're in a space that I care about. We're doing a ton of influencer marketing. I think that this is exactly why doing the right thing is the right thing. There's a billion people that are emailing us every day to meet with me. I'm not meeting with kids. I'm not meeting with you for kicks and giggles. I'm not meeting you because you're handsome. I'm meeting you because you've done something right in a space that I care about.
What's up, brother?
Good to see you, bro.
There he is, man.
Man,
Hey, James, nice to meet you.
James, how are you? Love your fucking.
Thanks, man.
The fox is fucking awesome. You just have to be mentally prepared. Like right now, you should be building your business to pay 20% vig to the platform. Now, what you can also do, depending on what your strategy is start building outside of the platform. There's 2 moves. It's more important that you're just not at the mercy of fucking Instagram. Like, Instagram and Facebook are the beasts of the world, but I don't know, look what happened with Snapchat. Who the fuck knows? VR, you just never want to be at the mercy of, everybody who's ever been at the mercy of being organic SEM first result on Google or email, or you just never want to be at the mercy of anything. Shit's about to hit the fan, and I think it's gonna happen this year. So this is the right time to move.
That's exactly what I told myself yesterday.
This is the right time to move. $80 billion into television commercials. Where do you think that money's going? It's going to you. So I think the question becomes what business do you want to build? Awesome. Good to see you again, man. How are you, my man?
How you doing?
Real pleasure.
Nice
How are
to
you?
meet you.
Jacob, how are you? Real pleasure. How you guys doing?
Very good, very good.
Good. Thanks for coming in. Tell them about your world.
Yeah, so I've just recently, in the last 3.5, 4 years, kind of just been involved in the whole social media world. Kind of got thrown into being a digital influencer, have an acting background. Born and raised in Florida, moved to LA when I was 17 to chase the whole dream of becoming an actor. YouTube, and you're an influencer yourself.
Yep.
So it's you hear the term a lot, the coach's player. The best coaches are the ones that play the game.
Yes.
So they know how to relate to their players the best.
Yes, that's a good analogy.
An influencer who, monopolized on that, became an entrepreneur, businessman, et cetera, et cetera. You understand
very much
there, when you see it, when you're from at an early stage, when you know you kind of tap this.
It's funny, I had Rudy, Nicholas, Jerome, Brittany, all of them, and I said, none of you know what's gonna happen in a year, and they were like so funny about it, and it was because I lived it with YouTube and Twitter the generations before. It just, I get it. For sure, that makes a lot of sense. So if I was like your brother and partner, I'd be like, man, listen to me. Like, you know how I've been right since we were kids about where the world's going? Let's write a TV show, let's do it on Facebook, and let's stay the course. So like, I don't want CAA or Propagate or Endemol to have control over you. You actually have a lot of leverage. So the question becomes, how do you underwrite it? So as long as you can sell a brand or an investor, you're good. And then you just gotta be patient. You've lived it. You've lived building more fame in that world that is parlayed into, like, you know, they play together. You can be agnostic, and in one world you have leverage, and another world you don't. So for me, it's like quadruple down on the leverage to get you maybe, you know this man?
Do you know this? Do you know this man?
You better know.
You better know. Co-signed me, Gary.
Co-signed.
Co-signed.
Check. Hi, how are you?
I'm Brittany.
Such a pleasure,
Nice
Britt.
to meet you.
Anthony, how are you, man?
Good,
Real
good.
pleasure.
When I was curious though, like social media influencers,
Yes.
influencers in general, where do you see that going? You know, this year and 3-4 years down the line, are brands utilizing them more?
Yes.
Or, okay.
But it's a supply and demand issue. There'll be more money in, there'll be more competition.
Yeah.
So it's a marketplace. So it's gonna be a really competitive marketplace, but it's gonna be a huge marketplace.
Okay.
So like Google AdWords, the people that were winning in 2001, 2, and 3, when I would give them the advice that more people were coming, they got scared. But I'm like, no, you don't get it. It's gonna go from a $100 million market to a $4 billion market. And as long as you're good, as long as you guys keep crushing your content, you'll be fine.
Yeah.
Like, it's the people that are in early. So it's like buying beachfront property and building a shitty house. Like, will that be worth as much you're still on the beach, right? So it's still worth money, but your neighbor built a much nicer house, so that will go for 8 million, yours will go for 4 million. Got it?
That's right.
All right.
And then you can just
Jacket.
Cool.
Thank you.
Thank you for coming. Congrats
so
on
great to
everything.
meet you.
Ping me anytime.
New idea. But I just
Which one, brother?
Where we do the investing and buying, creating brands and building off the influencers and everything.
Let's go through all the 7-figure stuff, vet it all, okay?
Okay.
All right, let me know. See you later. See you tomorrow. 10:09 at night, trying to find my drinks meeting right now. Texting Tyler and my friend Constantine. We're meeting for a little business meeting. He says he's here, I don't see him. Good day, busy, huh? Today was intense.
Only guy I go to 2 bars for.
Hey, brother.
Sorry, man. I'm like
No worries.
autopiloting it.
How's everything at home?
Everything's great.
Crazy, right?
Oh, it's
What's your main piece of advice overall, regardless if someone's in social media or they're just trying to start their own business?
Reverse engineer your truth. It's all self-awareness and then putting yourself in a position to succeed. Too many people wish they're something instead of realizing what they are. So less dreaming, more practicality, but more dreaming in the context of practicality, right? So you don't have to be the prettiest or the smartest or the best at tech or the best singer. Like, it's about understanding. Like, I was an entrepreneur, always. I didn't know that social media was gonna come along and like entrepreneurship was gonna be cool and people wanted to take selfies. I was who I was and the world came to me. You can't force yourself to be an influencer. You can't force yourself to be a fashionista. You can't force yourself to be a food critic. You gotta actually figure out what you are and what you love and then go all in on that and then they will come to you. Everybody's trying to go to where it's going instead of, then you're just a flash in the pan. Love you, pal. Congrats with everything at home. All right, D-Rock. You caught the context there?
Oh, you always mic up.